My name is Tiwa.
My name is Mariam.
Answering on the topic, is it okay to stay friends with your ex?
I mean, it's okay.
I don't think it's okay to stay friends with your ex anyways.
I think it depends on your reason for the friendship, why you would like to stay friends with your ex.
What kind of reason will make you want to stay friends with your ex?
Because we've been friends even before we started dating.
Continue.
And sometimes some relationships, let's be honest, they're a mistake. You honestly should have just left it at friendship. So the person could be like a really great person, but it just didn't work out for a relationship.
Okay. Well, for me, I feel like there's lots of emotional baggage because you left this person is an ex for a reason. So imagine being in a toxic relationship and then can you still be friends with that kind of ex? Or we are being selective on the kind of ex you want to stay friends with. And then being friends with your ex will not help you heal properly. Because there will always be emotions involved, whether you want to deny the fact that, oh, I've moved on or not. Healing should be away from your ex.
On this particular topic, if you were in a toxic relationship before, that's different. Like I said, some people are really good people. It just don't work out for a relationship. So if you so happen to have like a really sweet person, you guys tried to date, but it didn't work out. As long as there's enough emotional maturity to have a civilized conversation about it, talk about it, explain yourself, sort unresolved feelings, it's totally okay to be friends with your ex.
Blood boundaries, rather. I feel like the boundaries between your being friends with your ex will be blurred because this is somebody that is used to having you fully to themselves. So now imagine being friends with that person still. The person will still want to push those boundaries. The person will still want to get physical with you, whether you want it or not. That's a huge possibility for that to happen. So I don't think any boyfriend or any girlfriend will be okay. Even when you with your partner still being friends with their ex. Just the chances of being with your ex and then getting the real friendship vibe, it's very slim. Let's be honest. In fact, being friends, especially with opposite sex, let's even leave exes out of this. Being friends with opposite sex already is a problem. Some people don't want to even hear that their girlfriend have male besties or their boyfriend have female besties. Not to talk about being friends with your ex, somebody that you guys have probably seen each other's, natural state.
Probably.
Seen each other's natural states. You know what sticks to this person. You know what checks this person box. You know how to get through to this person. You know how to make this person happy. If you give more, just like you said, you said you guys were friends first before becoming a relationship. Yeah. So being friends can also lead to something else.
I agree with you. Why
you agree with me? We are supposed to be on opposite sides.
I'm on opposite side. I'm understanding.
Let's fight. Don't agree with me.
Anyways, of course, you don't just jump from ending a relationship to being friends with your ex. There are stages to this thing. You take your time out, you heal. Sometimes you might even have things in common. It could be work, it could be hobbies, it could be anything. Something could bring both of you together. Or other than that, you can still choose to, I want us to talk about this. Let's move past the feelings. There's nothing here anymore. It happens. I'm a living testimony of that. Hello, ex.
I feel like it should be avoided because I feel like healing should be moving on and detaching from the person. So how do you heal and find a new connection by still being friends with this person? Yeah.
It's so cold, especially now that it's cold.
Okay, so still on the matter, is it wise to stay friends with your ex?
So I think please, what was the last point you made? You can recover.
I was talking about blur.
How to move
Blow.
on?
How your
Can you truly move
boundaries,
on?
how your boundaries will be blower. So I feel like your boundaries between you and your ex would definitely be blurry
Okay.
because you guys have seen the most of each other. So now bringing boundaries into friendship might be difficult on one of you, either you or your ex. So imagine you're not a disciplined person or your ex is not a person that is disciplined. How do you make this work?
Yeah, I
How
feel
do
you.
you remain ex and then remain friends, just friends?
Okay.
I feel like it's good to just avoid certain situations instead of putting yourself in a situation and then struggling through it. Just don't just avoid the situation entirely. That's what I think.
Well, that's true, of which I think you're also very right. Oh my god, I should be disagreeing with you. You are wrong. You are so wrong. There's no boundary. Everything is successful. Scratch that. Okay, some relationships they actually end via mutual understanding. There are people that have peaceful resolutions in relationship. They come to a term, oh, I don't want to be with you again. Oh, this cannot work between us. Probably because of your temperament. Could be for health issues. Could be for so many things.
Mhm.
So, in situations like that, are you trying to say you're not going to find yourself being friends with that person because there might be blow boundaries? Or you don't think it's possible to be friends with somebody that you ended your relationship in a peaceful resolution?
But being friends, you can be cordial with somebody without being friends. Being friends, before you can call somebody your friend, a lot of work must have been put into that friendship, that relationship, whatever it is.
True.
So you can't just magically convert an ex to a friend. I'm not saying it's not possible. I'm saying it's going to take a lot of work, a lot of discipline. How many of you guys have that amount of discipline to stay friends with your ex? Somebody you used to be in love with. Remember you used to be in love with this person. Remember you guys were all you had. Remember this person knows almost everything about you. Remember you talk to this person almost every day. This person knows your daily schedule. This person knows the in and out of. In fact, some of your exes even know your parents or your family members. Some of your exes might even still remain in your lives because of the kind of connection they've built with your family.
Which is very true.
Yes, that is inevitable. But remaining friends with that person, will your partner be okay with it? Let's ask ourselves that. Because your partner will feel disrespected.
I mean, honestly, if I know the history behind between you and your ex, I don't think I'm going to feel disrespected. I can't decide for my partner. I can say for myself. So it depends on the history between you and your ex. And also it depends on does he know we are an item? Sorry, does she know we are an item?
Does who know?
The ex.
Hmm.
The ex I have to know that the ex know we are an item. And it depends on I don't know.
So, you were asking me how you can make it work, like being friends with your ex.
I mean, I stand on you can't make it work.
Okay, so it depends on if both of you are willing to make it work. If both of you are ready to see each other.
How would you know the person's intention though? How would you know the person is ready to make it work? What if the person has ulterior motive?
That's the person's problem.
But it will sabotage your relationship. It will affect
It
you.
is sabotaging my relationship with my own permission if I am entertaining it. If I'm not, it is not sabotaging my relationship. And I don't think there's any reason for my ex to come and lie to me that I want us to be just friends.
There are a lot of reasons for your ex to come and lie to
There will be
you.
signs, my dear.
What if the person is good at pretense? See,
There will
this
be
person is
signs.
coming into your life to be friends with you.
Sure.
The person is coming with all the goodness of friendship, a shoulder to lean on, which most guys don't like.
Okay.
Okay, but then you don't know the intention behind this person wanting to be close to you. What if the person wants to get close to you or be friends with you
So
for for reasons that will be negative towards you. The person is just coming with that energy. Probably during the course of your relationship, the person felt cheated, or the person felt more hurt. The person felt like he or she was more at the receiving end of it, and the person wants to have their lick back.
Like I said when I started this conversation, it depends on the person. It depends on your ex. If there are some people that they are really good people, that's why it's always better to have a honest conversation. Have honest conversation. Set clear boundaries. The amount of access a person has to your life, it depends on you, honestly. So the fact that you and somebody that you were both dating before and are no longer dating again, you're now friends, it doesn't mean the person has 100% access to you. The amount of access a friend has to it depends on you. So personally speaking, I don't think that's an issue.
So then, instead of trying to restrict yourself from giving this person too much access, because I know the person will come with pressure, not pressure, more like the person will bombard you with attention. The person will want to talk to you, likely talk to you more than 2 times a week. That's building.
But why?
And gradually, this friendship will definitely grow. We get closer. You know how you're close to some friends, you're not close to some friends, you talk to some friends every week, you don't talk to some friends every week. That's how it will get to.
So I think
So instead of putting yourself, hold on, chill.
Mm.
Instead of putting yourself through restraints, through trying to restrain yourself from giving too much attention or giving too much access or preventing this your discipline abilities into the entire relationship, why not just avoid it and save yourself all the stress?
so the thing is, it's not even if the person is a really good friend, that's where I stand, yeah. It comes back to your self-reflection time. Why is my ex calling me thrice a week for 2 weeks now?
No, you know it's a two-way thing. He
Mhm.
said it's okay to remain friends.
Yes,
That
ma'am.
means it can also be you initiating the friendship.
Okay, so
So it's not like your ex is forcing you to be friends or your ex is coming to you. It's a two-way thing. It might be you want to stay friends with your ex
okay.
because you feel like this person is a good person or this person still has something to offer you, or you want to
Possibly.
keep this person as a connection.
So that's why it's very important to set very clear boundaries. Make it very known. These are my boundaries. These are the do's. These are the don'ts.
Well, we
If
are
it
on
is
opposing
friendship,
sides, so
make
I
it
don't have to agree with
highly
her.
platonic. Oh yes, we're making it very. So you're trying to tell me now that your ex, because maybe we broke up due to my accent or something. What?
Oh, Dogo, please.
You won't talk to me again. Or you won't talk to him anymore.
Wait, we are not making this personal. We are not going to make this conversation personal for any reason. No, don't do that. I'm not going to make this conversation personal.
Okay,
Yeah, it's
okay.
a general.
I respect your decision.
I just feel like it's
But-
common sense.
Mhm.
Sorry, I'm not saying you don't have. No vex. I'm just saying it's just a natural state. Like it's more of equilibrium when you don't try to see your ex as a friend. Just the word will be balanced that way. But when you are trying to see your ex as a friend, there's no balance in the world. You've disorganized the state of this world. So please, let's keep the equilibrium of the world.
I think I get your point here, but there's really no reason to shut your ex out. That's how I feel. And if
I mean, you can. That's why I say you can remain
cordial,
Yeah.
there are different friendships now. Even the friendships now, it's not. That's what I'm saying.
Or maybe friendship is a strong word.
Exactly.
You
It
don't
might
have
just
to
be like a very strong word. You people might still. But it's not necessarily you people are just acquaintances. Do you get? Because I still think you can be something maybe a bit more than acquaintances. It happens. I've seen even in today's world we see situations like you said earlier on where your ex is friends with your sisters, is friends with your family members and all of those stuff. So it's okay. Oh, this person. How do you now classify that kind of relationship? What do you call your ex in those terms?
This has been a very interesting conversation between me and Mariam.
Yay! I had so much fun. Well, my Coke, where's my Coke?
Do you have anything to say to our viewers? Maybe encourage them to be friends with their exes. I don't just give them advice on this particular topic.
Okay. So my advice is be honest to yourself, which is the most important. Be honest to yourself. What do you really want from this person? What does this person really want from me? That's if you really want to keep your ex as a friend or acquaintances or in your life. So be honest to yourself. Have honest conversations, sincere and honest conversations. Set very, very clear boundaries. And if you're in a relationship, have a conversation with your partner. That's it. How about you? What would you like to say to our viewers?
So I will advise everyone, please and please and please, don't be friends with your ex. I beg you, it's God. Don't be friends with your ex. It never ends well. You can be work partners. Why is this one laughing? You can be work partners. People can do business together, but friendship, nah. Nah, like me for one, if I am in a relationship with you, I don't want you to be friends with your ex for no reason. Your ex can call you for assistance. You can render those assistance, you can render help, you can give advice, but also make sure that I am aware. I'm not saying tell me every time your ex calls you, but just know that, oh, this person is trying to get back into my life, but this is where I stand on this situation. And maybe if this person is calling when I am there, you can use you can just use your manly instinct to tell if I am like my body language, if I am okay with you taking the call at that point, or maybe I don't want to be aware of people's conversation. I trust you to. I just feel like there's just a lot of work into being friends with an ex because you have a lot of explaining to do with your partner, especially if you don't have a very understanding partner. You have to explain a lot. But if for any reason you still want to remain friends with your ex, well, follow Miriam's advice.
Yes, so
Communicate with your partner, your current partner, so they don't feel disrespected and left out. And disciplined. You have to be freaking disciplined.
emphasis.
And set crystal clear boundaries. So yeah, that's it.
This portrait of Fireboy is so jealous.
Okay, so yeah, this is where we end it all. And just lastly, bye guys. See you on our next episode. Good.